Hello, I'm Dr. Paul, and this is my beautiful wife, Lynn. And today we're going to talk about a preparation that we made up that we call Healthy Man. And Lynn is going to give an introduction to this topic.
Okay, well, with Healthy Man, we wanted to put together a bunch of things that you might order on a routine basis as supplements that you keep on the shelf all the time that you're using every day, every month. And so what we have in here are vitamins A, C, D, E, K, riboflavin, niacin, B6, folate, B12, biotin, pantothenic acid, calcium, iodine, magnesium, zinc, selenium, copper, manganese, chromium, molybdenum, potassium, inositol, boron, vanadium, 50 different amino acid blends, and 50 and more of herbs and bioflavonoids, plus a lot of another 50 plus of minerals, and some Vitality Blend green teas, cayenne pepper. But then there's some more things in here that would be specific that would help your overall health as a man, which would include MSM, alpha lipoic acid, DMAE, B6, zinc, saw palmettos, very important for men, pumpkin seed, uva ursi, and the saw palmetto, black walnut leaf, and corn silk are especially supportive for men, along with thyroid care, which would include some yellow dock root, some cleavers, herb, golden seal, white willow bark, club moss, uva ursi, and then there's still more herbs that are included in there, including the ashwagandha root and yohimbe bark. Then there's also some protein, reds and greens, and other supplements that have been used, including those that have been used by you. Now, I'd like Paul to address what it's like not to have your full health. Because when we're young, I think we take our health pretty much for granted, and we kind of keep living our life along, maybe ignoring symptoms along the way. But sometimes there's a day of reckoning where your health isn't exactly where you started out with it. So do you want to address that, Paul?
Yeah, we developed this Healthy Man plasma energy product because I know what it's like not to be a healthy man. And when you're in that position, you can feel your vulnerability. And it changes a lot of things in your life. It changes the way you live, the way you eat, the way you act. Changes a lot of things. And so it makes you kind of reflect and look back on the past and wonder about the future. Especially wonder about the future. And so with this Healthy Man product, we're hoping that people, as men, as they age, will be cognizant of that fact that they are going to deteriorate somewhat and develop some problems that they didn't have in youth. And the sooner you get started with a program that enables your health, the better off you're going to be, the longer you're going to live, and the better health you're going to have as you age. And so I remember what it's like sitting in a dialysis chair for 5 hours a day with a big needle in my arm, having my blood exchanged and run through a machine to where it's getting cleaned because my kidneys had failed. And I was on that routine for 8 years. And that's very grueling and draining. It really, really takes away your love for life. And so looking back on the past and anticipating the future, we developed this product that hopefully we can eliminate some of these problems for ourselves as we age. And that's what I was thinking about when I made this product.
And so, Paul, would you like to show them the Gans that you have? And we need to do a disclaimer here. This is a clear glass. We always use clear glass bottles, but it happens to have a blue tint, so it actually looks quite pretty.
Looks green, but it's not green. This is a tinted blue mason jar, but it's got the Healthy Man Gans in the bottom of it there. You can see that it's very fine, powdery substance.
And what is the Gans?
The Gans is the gas in atomic nanosolid state, which is Gans is just an acronym, and this is a whole chemical process that we put this through in order to develop this monoatomic product here in the bottom that generates our plasmatic fields that we use.
And how long did that take you to develop that one, would you say?
That took about 5 weeks.
So a lot of these things that he shows you on the different videos, if they've been done with that particular process, can take 5 weeks, sometimes even as long as 8 or 9 weeks to go through the complete process to be in the state that we're showing you now. And one of the things about doing this, when you look at your budget and what you're spending on your supplements, we just want to have an alternative for people, especially if there's any economic conditions that may have changed in your life. And one thing that happened, and it happens for a lot of people, when there's a major health issue, what was your life and your economic condition at that point, up to that point, can sometimes change very, very drastically. And I know in Paul's case, you no longer had the stamina to do all the animal surgery that you had been doing with 3 practices.
Yeah, I was doing 20 to 40 surgeries every day, running 3 veterinary practices with 17 employees. And so it was quite a grueling routine. And when I had kidney failure, I just couldn't do it anymore. I just did not have the stamina to do it, and that's when I had to quit practice.
So what we do when we send you the Gans is you're going to get a small glass vial. Now, Paul, this has Gans in it, even though it looks clear.
Right. They're microscopic particles of nanomaterial in there that are monoatomic.
Okay, and this is what we send you when the weather is warm. And when the weather is cold, because we live up north, these little glass vials are not going from warm door to warm door. and they will sometimes freeze and break, and it generally starts happening after our temperatures drop below 32 degrees Fahrenheit. So what happens is we now send you actually, what is this, about 5 times more of the Gans water
Right.
in a BPA-free plastic container. We've frozen these, we know they don't break, and so this is what we send in the winter so you don't receive any broken vials. If you're overseas or outside of the country, what we do is we make the plasma energy pads that we send outside the country, and they are made with paper towels. Now I use a very hardy, strong paper towel, okay, and we cut them in a way that they're really going to end up this size, and you'll have a pair of them. And what you're going to do is put that pair on a clear glass or clear plastic water, and that water should be good spring water, good well water that isn't contaminated in any way. It can be distilled water, it can be filtered water, it can be structured water, but please don't use tap water. A lot of our municipalities have added some pretty heavy-duty chemicals, which you probably don't want to ingest anyway. Put these pads on, you can tape them, you can rubber band them, you can tie them on, or if you received a vial, you can tape the vial to your jar, or you can actually set it inside the jar. Once you've done that, you're going to let it soak for, you're going to leave the water setting for overnight the first time. After that, if you let it get down to about half, then just add water to it and give it a couple of hours to catch up. Now these are going to come completely encased in plastic, and that plastic is going to be sealed shut with plastic packing tape. So they're going to be pretty strong and completely airproof and waterproof, even though they are going on the outside of the container. And you'll be able to find that. We have on our home page, if you look at shop and then click on it, you'll see products. And if you bring up products, it's going to bring the list of all the products we make. And on that list, we're starting to add videos. So if you click on, say, Healthy Man, you're going to be able to click and get the video that tells about Healthy Man. So we're gradually adding all of the videos to all the products, but it's an ongoing process. It's taking us a little bit. So our website is plasmaenergysolution.com. And do you have anything to add to that, Paul?
No, nothing more to add, other than if you're young and healthy now, don't take it for granted. Think about the future, plan ahead, and as you age, you're going to want to think about these things like Healthy Man to help you along as you progress through the aging cycle. So if you think you got value from this video, give us a big thumbs up and share this with your friends. Also, if you have questions or comments, leave your question or comments in the comment area below the video, and we'll do our best to answer those questions in future videos. So we appreciate the time you have taken to watch this video, and thank you very much.